Hey guys, Beachbody Coach Andrew Seifert here. I just got done listening to my morning podcast off the Zig Ziglar radio show. I encourage you to check it out. I'm sitting here working out, and they talked about the importance of taking what you learn and sharing it with others. So that is why I am here and right now. The article or the audio that I heard them speak about today spoke a lot about the importance of legacy and leaving what you have for other people. You see, for a long time, whenever I give my tithe and offering, I would write down in the little check portion there the reason for that offering. My pastors always taught that if you have a seed, you have to have a purpose for that seed. And so for years and years, every time I would sow, I would put it in for health, wealth, and wisdom. And I'd ask the Lord all the time, health, wealth, and wisdom. Lord, I know you want it for me. I'm sowing for it. I want to reap it. So it was really an interesting thing one day when the Lord began to show me that the wisdom that I wanted was how to make wealth, how to create health. And so I didn't understand that for a long time. But when my father died, I received a few $1,000s, and so it actually helped me pay off a lot of debt. But what I found is that money quickly left, and for years and years, whenever I would pray and I'd ask the Lord for money, I'd expect just large quantities of money kind of given into my checking account, or I'd expect that large quantity of money handed to me by somebody. I just look around and be like, oh, who's going to give it to me? Well, that's not the way the Lord works. Sometimes things happen like that, but that is not the way that God intends it. It's just like the simple old proverb, if you give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach him to fish, feed him for a lifetime. You see, God wants to empower you to create wealth. God wants to empower you to enjoy your life. God doesn't want things to have to happen so that you can be given that money. God doesn't want all the circumstances of your life to have to be in a certain way for you to have joy today. God wants to give you the power to create wealth. God wants to give you the power to create joy. And you can walk in your day full of wealth and creating it and making it happen. And you can create and make joy today. And it's going to happen on purpose. So I want to encourage you, check out some of my other videos and learn how to get the health, wealth, and wisdom that you deserve, that God's created you for. And you're going to have to learn how to overcome the struggle, because there's going to be a struggle. And that's part of where the victory, therein lies the victory, is within that struggle. The struggle is not something to be afraid of. The struggle is something to work through. Because if anybody can receive a victory without having a struggle, then there is no victory at all. I heard a story one day about a man, and he told a story. I think it's John Roan's his name. He says, if you go out in the middle of a football field and you have a football at the 50-yard line, you take it and you run to the end zone. Did you score a touchdown? Well, only in the literal sense, I guess. There's no fans there. There's no opposition. And there's no cheering. There's no recognition, because there was no struggle. If there's nothing coming against you, then there's no victory to be had. God made you a winner, which means you're going to have to strive for that success. God created you to be a success. Yes, you are. I'm not talking about your worth. I'm not talking about your value. Because your worth and your value, because you are a winner, because you are worth something, you will succeed against the struggle. So go out there today and succeed against the struggle. Be blessed.